So we've had some bad news today. Kelly's got COVID. She's been picked up in an hour and 15 minutes to get taken away to the hospital to quarantine for 10 days. It's very upsetting. Luckily I come back clear. I've done an antigen test today. So is Melissa, because obviously Melissa's with us. She's done an antigen test and she's come back negative today. We're going to do one every day just to make sure we're still good. But it's sad. It's upsetting. It's tough. But she's doing okay at the moment.
Another woman, I've quite a lot.
So Kelly's just been picked up. Yeah, she's taken away, and I'm gonna go to 7-Eleven now so I can get a SIM card, so you know we can be in contact wherever I am. But it's heartbreaking. She looks so scared, you know, because obviously she doesn't know where she's going. She's going to be on her own 10 days in a room. It's horrific. But it's the realities of travelling. I don't know what to say really. It's horrible. I know people at home are probably thinking it's only 10 days, it doesn't really matter, but you're in a foreign country, you're on your own. Like, she doesn't know what's going to happen. She's scary for her, and I feel for her so much. I just hope she's okay at the moment. But yeah, so we've got to wait 10 days and try to sort all the insurance and stuff out, and this is the reality of COVID and travelling. This could happen to anybody at any time. So be vigilant, wear your masks, wash your hands, use the hand sanitizer, because you know, you don't want this happening, do you? You don't want to be separated from someone for 10 days. But yeah, so she's gone, and I'll see her in 10 days. So at this point, Kelly was picked up from a van outside. They give you a call, and you've got to go down there, and then there's a man in a van. It costs 500 baht. It's about a 20-minute taxi, van ride away. Again, you have to pay for that. The guy turns up, he's wearing a full-on suit and he's got a mask, doesn't even get out the van. There's a big bit of perspex between him and the back seat, so he's fully protected. You have to open the door. She gets in, and at this point, she was very upset. We was all upset because it's just the unknown. You don't know what's going to happen, and it's really tough emotionally to see somebody who you know is terrified being taken away. It's horrible. I thought I'd better do like an emergency video and put it out there now so that you understand what's going on. It's not keeping with the correct timeline of all our videos. The last video on YouTube I put up is in Koh Phangan. Since then we've done Koh Tao, and then we went to Chiang Mai, and then we did Chiang Rai, and then we did Pai. And then we come back to Bangkok because we were due to fly to Vietnam. Generally speaking, you guys are about 2 weeks behind where we actually are, because obviously it takes time to film them and then edit them, as well as actually enjoy ourselves and do what we need to do. It takes a lot of time to edit videos. But yeah, that's where we're at. So the timeline for this is we left Pai on the 18th. We travelled from Pai down to Chiang Mai via a bus. I don't know if you know, but it's like 762 corners you've got to go down. It's a mental road to drive there and back. Absolutely beautiful, but you are in the back of a little minivan getting chucked about 762 times in the space of 2-3 hours, which is how long it takes to get the van. And the van was packed and we were stuck right in the back, so it wasn't a comfortable ride. And then we went to Chiang Mai. Then from Chiang Mai we flew to Bangkok. We landed late in the evening on the 18th, and we was due to be flying to Vietnam on the 20th. So on the 19th we got up early, went to the hospital, did the fit to fly PCR test, and then early morning on the 20th we got the results that me and Melissa, who you haven't seen yet because you haven't seen the Chiang Mai video or the Pai video, but we come back negative, but Kelly's come back positive. So So unfortunately wasn't able to fly to Vietnam, and then the whole ordeal happened of trying to understand what the hell happens next. So we got our results back early in the morning. When we woke up, we had the results by email. Obviously Kelly had coronavirus, so she was in contact via email with the hospital. I think it was a certain doctor she's been in contact with, who to be fair has been the most helpful out of everybody. And a bit of a grey area what to do at first, because online it says you can isolate in your hotel depending on your severity, but they're saying she had to get picked up and taken to the hospital. And eventually, once Kelly explained that she wasn't feeling ill, she had no symptoms really, she had a headache and a bit of sore throat, but we put that down to the travel day, because generally, you know, you get a plane with the aircon and you're in the back of a van and it's hot and it's muggy, and you know, you get a sore throat. I had a sore throat, I had a bit of a groggy head, we all did. That generally happens after like 16 hours of travel, well, not 16 hours, but like 10 hours of travel. It tends to happen, so we wasn't really expecting anything, but when the doctor found that out, she was like, okay, well, you don't have to go to hospital, which is good. They tend to advise against staying in hospital for obvious reasons. You're putting extra pressure on the health system, and there's people with a lot worse conditions than you, with COVID or not, and you might contract another disease, or you might get COVID even worse. So they're happy that she didn't need to go to the hospital, but she did need to go to a hotel. And then when she realised that she was going to be taken away for 10 days, and didn't know where she was going, she got very upset. We all did. It's an emotional time, when you're travelling with someone and all of a sudden they're getting taken away and you don't know where, you don't know what's going to happen, you don't really understand the procedure because not many people speak English and a lot of things contradict themselves. It's a tough time, and Kelly was understandably very upset because she's going to be on her own, stuck in a room. She didn't know what it was going to be like, but we was thinking it's a COVID hotel, if you want to call it that. There'll be English speaking staff who can answer questions and everything will be alright. So Kelly is gone. She's at the hotel, and just to pre-warn you, we have insurance, but Kelly had to pay all of the fees up front first. I think she's paid £600 in order to be able to stay at the hotel. I think it might have been a little more to stay at the hospital. I'm not 100% sure on that, but you have to pay all that up front. And like I said, the van, the taxi ride, whatever you want to call it, that costs 500 baht. So that's all come out of our own money. Now we are going to claim that back for insurance. And again, that's another thing that I will be recording and updating you on, because you want to know how easy the process is. And so yes, so far a lot of money's come out of Kelly's account, but with insurance we should get that back. So I'm going to try and keep you guys posted as much as I can, how it all works, what's happening, and how Kelly is. At the next video I will have some footage from Kelly, show you what the hotel's like, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's the video for today, just to keep you guys up to date. Why I haven't posted a video in over a week. Kelly's okay. She is okay. She's healthy. She's she hasn't got COVID really bad or anything like that. It's just the whole horrific process of being torn away from the person travelling with, not knowing what the hell's going on, going to a hotel, but you don't know where it is. You understand.